Now, when you come into a place, you're nervous. How can you not be? Easy. Good. So when we're nervous, what happens to the dog, Mike?
Mirror.
The dog gets nervous.
Yep.
Take a deep breath, it's okay. Yeah. But you have to shake later. You can't be shaking during the easy. Isn't that cute? Good, easy. Tell him.
He knows easy.
Now,
Good,
you,
easy.
then how come you didn't say it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Now, you say he knows it, but does he do it? I know I'm not supposed to speed either, but I still kind of do.
I might slip.
Honey, you keep on doing what you're doing. But if you're kissing on him when he's being a brat, what's that message say?
Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Don't apologize. Right. Don't apologize for anything. Now, this video is a teaching video. Good boy. You know, I hate to tell you this, Jacob, but you're more normal than I am. There you go. We want the big collar hooked to the stationary. Okay, now you're going to take off that harness. Slip the collar, slip the harness off. You've had him a year. Okay. So you taught him all this.
He knows sit, wait, easy, leave it, lay down, go to your bed, show me your belly.
All the trick, all the things you learn because he wants the treat you have. Would that be right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can always loosen a collar, but we don't want it coming off. And he's kind of a wild card right now. Okay, that's good. So you're used to people coming in, you're recording, who can read and write, who can understand what you're saying to them, right?
Yeah.
Now, you may, don't worry about it. You may very well have people who don't speak English come in and do some of the work, right?
Right.
Okay. What do you have to do different with those people?
I mean, you have to communicate with him.
Really?
I get it.
Yeah, of course you do.
I get it.
You're saying words that you know.
He doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it. Now, you said you've taught him to sit and lie down and show him your tummy and go to his bed. What else? There was a whole list.
So you can differentiate like a toy and a bone.
He can tell a toy, he can tell a bone. All of those are things that you have connected a word with a result.
Right.
Okay. So, I want you to go fetch that cone. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. So until you connect a word with a behavior, this guy who is already educated, who already sat, he laid down, he ate, he would go get something, before you ever started the training, you just gave a word to it. All right. Well, it's the same way with everything else. Now, how old is he?
So they didn't know his age. If I had to guess, he's probably a year to a year and a half.
Okay, so you got him a year ago.
Yeah.
So he was a young dog when you got him.
They tried saying he was 2 years, but he was like this big. He was probably 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
I'm guessing right now at this point
Okay.
he's probably a year and a half.
Cool. All right, so if you adopted a child from a war zone who didn't speak English, would you expect some of the same behaviors? So if he came from a puppy mill, he came from a place where they raised dogs for fighting, he came from a place that was not necessarily a good place.
Yeah, he's a rescue, so yeah.
Rescue is an employee that lost a job. Okay. He moved from one job, which he was in a gang.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what kind of security is in a gang?
Lots.
There is lots of security in a gang, but it's not necessarily nice. You go rob that place right? All right. So if he was raised in that kind of a situation, how would he know how to fit in? If he was raised around dogs that weren't nice, how would he know how to be social?
Right, he doesn't. He is.
But you have had him a year. You've had him longer than he was alive when you got him. So you have played into what was comfortable for him, but you haven't liked what you've had to do. So you're making the best of it, and now you're here because you're sick of it. So now he's lived in a job where he's tried to still commit the same crimes he used to commit, and you've put up with him.
Definitely falls on the owner.
Correct. Well, it's leadership. It's not, anybody can own a dog. That doesn't mean the dog cares. So because I paid for a dog doesn't mean it's my dog. That dog will choose to go with the leader who supplies and controls his values. His values consist of food, fun, attention, comfort, safety. End of story. He makes all his decisions based on those things. Now, the fact that you feed him, right? You feed him.
Correct.
Yes. Okay. Does he get free feed?
No, we have a set time.
Good. Does he get a lot of treats? Yeah.
Only
Anytime he does something, you give him a treat.
for actions, yeah. I make him earn it.
No, he's getting you to give treats on command.
Fair, yeah.
All right. So if Mike thought I was really cute, and I walked over to Mike and I shook hands with Mike, and he would give me a treat every time I shook hands with him, we'd be shaking hands.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I like him. That means I know how to get him to give me a treat.
That's fair.
So you start out, you start out using the treat, but very quickly the dog turns it around and he's doing the trick before you tell him.
Oh yeah, I notice it all the time.
Really?
I don't give it to him when he does that though.
Good for you. See, there's possibilities here.
Yeah, like he always, if I give a treat, like after he'll like run to his bed for that command, and I'd be like, no.
Good for you. Now that's leadership. You just have a communication problem.
Yeah.
You find it offensive when he's hateful to other dogs, don't you?
Yeah.
You find it hateful when he barks and growls at people.
Yeah.
You find it hateful when he won't come when he's called.
Yeah.
But you tell him he's a good boy just because you want to sound nice. This one, first time he came here, now poor Michael, never lived this down. The dog, he's got the dog loose, and I was in the building up there, and I came out the door, and here's this loose dog come running up to me, hair standing up. He said, he's friendly. Get your dog.
Yeah, I would never let him off.
No, but
Yeah, I get it.
the fact of the matter is it's the same situation. Because if he slipped a lead, he's gone. And then he does what he wants to do. So what happens is you've made it your responsibility to keep him under control rather than his.
Yeah.
Now, you aren't successful in your job because it's Scott's responsibility to make you stay there and work. If you have to be supervised that closely, you're out of a job.
Right. Yeah.
You're supervising him that closely. Now, he was born knowing how to sit, lie down, walk, back off food. His mother wouldn't let him take food from her. His mother wouldn't let him be rude to her. But the fact that he's had experiences that got him what he wanted because he did what he did, he's going to do it. All right. Now we're going to do some stuff here, then we're going to do some training, and depending on him, he's a nice dog.
Yeah.
You've just not made it clear to him what's acceptable and what's not.
Yeah.
So even that guy that can't speak English, you make it clear there's things you do and things you don't do.
Right.
Good boy. When you work for a company, they get paid whether they're good or not, don't they? In a dog, you can't do that. You have to be honest about it. So if you say good boy and he's being a total little jerk, easy, good boy, good, easy. Hi, I know. He needs to see that although I'm powerful, I'm not hurtful, I'm not scary. Good boy, easy. Hi, I know. Good boy, good, easy. Now, you couldn't work in a place that you weren't comfortable in. When you go in there, they do a job interview. They ask you a lot of personal questions. That's just what he's just doing. He's never had a lot of those questions answered. He's held back. So when he acts up, you pull him away. How would he know that they're okay? Easy. So if you're afraid and you can get Daddy to take you out of the situation, you never learn to deal with anything. And that's exactly where you're at. But what's so sad is this is such a common problem. It's so sad because our society says do what makes them happy, not what they need. Good boy. Hi. Now your job as the daddy is to praise him honestly when he's being appropriate. Hi, you. Easy. Good. I know you're not bad. I know. I know. Look at how cute you are. Hey, easy. Good. Easy. Good, easy. Good, easy. Tell him.
Hey, Max, good, easy, good boy.
Now, is he doing brain surgery? Okay, so it's acknowledgement. Easy. Say, thank you.
He knows awe.
But he's not, I don't want to do that. I want him to be easy. Calm, right? Easy. Now, when a dog jumps on you, all right, when he was this high, he jumped on your leg and you petted him. Hey, now you, easy. This is far more important than jumping. Easy. Now, if you're busy and he wants to be petted, what does he have to do? Jump up to get your hands there. Push him to the floor and tell him off and then pet him. Oh, so he's getting what he wants, right?
All the time.
All the time. Hey, hey, thank you. Thank you keeps you from gushing. Good boy, good, easy. All right, so now you are going to sit in your chair, my dear, and you're going to tell him to be easy. Tell him right now.
Easy, Max.
Keep talking.
Max.
Easy. Good, easy. Keep talking. Good, easy. Good, easy.
Good, easy, Max.
Now you just successfully gave him a command from across a distance, and you praised him for doing it. This isn't getting a treat for doing it. This is, I said so. Now there's nothing, you can't shortcut the value. Enough. Enough. Now easy is not quiet.
Right, that's the easy part.
But you're saying easy. He is being easy. Quiet. Quiet. Thank you. Good, quiet. Because if I have this lead in my hand, I can correct him from a distance, which is far more important than doing it up close. Quiet. Now you are fine. Now look at the intensity in this dog. Now we're not going to have that nonsense, buddy. Now when you look at this dog, there's not one square half an inch on his body that's not wired, is there? He needs to feel safe. So when we train, we have to remember there's 3 pieces to a good dog. Patience, respect for the end of the lead, and proper handling. Enough. Now I'm talking, you're being rude. Hey, you're fine. Quiet. I know, it's terrible. So, does he walk nicely on the lead?
It depends. Some days.
Oh, it depends.
Like some days he's good.
No. He either does or he doesn't. No. I watched him come in. I know better than that. Okay. Is he calm for handling? No. Is he patient? No. Okay, so although you fed him and you and him live together like your 2 buddies, he's not playing the game, is he? Okay. So, I know the answer to this. We just need to make sure you honestly look at this situation. Because if you don't see a problem, we got a problem. Okay. Good. Hi. Come on in. Enough. Enough. Don't. Hi, Jess. Right on by. Don't slow down. Good. Good, enough. Now, when I say enough, I mean enough. Enough petting, enough begging, enough playing, enough barking, enough guarding, enough. How long ago was it that Jessie was dangerous? She had a muzzle on in here. A month.
3 weeks.
Yep, 3 weeks. I think it probably was about 3 weeks. Okay, this is Max. Max is of the opinion that nobody else should be here. Too bad about you, Max. Now, Max is not mean any more than Jessie was, but Max is afraid. He probably has a history of being around some dogs that weren't very nice. And this is what happens when a kid grows up in an abusive situation where they don't have anybody that'll save them. They learn to lash out before. Hey, now you knock it off. Thank you. He's fine. Good. You got to quit putting so much focus on what he's doing. You want to make that dog fix it. You can't. You've got to have that dog trust you not to make decisions on his own. Good dog. Looks altogether different when you start, Good boy. You ready? Want to learn to be a good dog? No. Absolutely no. I don't want to learn to be a good dog. Now, Jacob has been his only saving grace in the world. Jacob has made Max believe nobody else can keep him safe except you. That's a lie. Why would he want to go with anybody else if you're the only person in the world that isn't right, is it? No. And you don't want that. Hey, Max, you want to learn to be a good dog? Nothing wrong with this dog. He's scared to death. You can recognize that, huh, Jess? You need to have a talk with him, Jessie. Good boy. Hi. Easy. No jumping. Good, easy. Now, you've got to have the respect of that dog. Good. Look at this. That clinging. That woman over there's going to hurt me. She wouldn't hurt anybody. But the dog is automatically afraid. Enough. Hey, nobody cares. Come on. Oh, your dad does, but we aren't going to let you know that. Good boy. Hi, what do you think? No, come here. Don't be silly. Good boy. He's not mean. He's scared. But it's cruel to leave a dog in the state of fear. Now, why did he come with me? Because I proved to him I was trustworthy. You always want to raise a dog as if it's going to be moving on to somebody else. Not because it's going to be, but because if you aren't there, somebody's got to be able to take care of it. So you have crippled this dog by protecting him. Hey, now nobody likes that. We're not done yet. We're just starting. Good boy. What do you think, buddy? Now at this point, he doesn't want me to leave his side. And you know what? At this point, if something happened, he'd come to me instead of you. Because he controls you. I'm stronger than he is. That's what it boils down to. That was the night that I told you to get away from that dog. And it was hard. She's not your baby, or you had a really ugly husband in the first place. She's not your baby, she's your dog. You've got kids that are in college that are achieving. Concentrate on them, they're your babies. Everything has to be slow and methodical, but this dog has got to get used to loud talk. Hey, you, stop that. Good boy. He can't be bent out of shape because I raised my voice. Oh, we only talk quiet in this house. Don't do that. Hey, knock it off. Good dog. Hey, you are fine. I know you need help. I'm getting to that. Now, he can't calm himself. He can't. All right. So, have you ever been like in an accident and you go to the hospital and they cover you with that weighted blanket? Believe me, they feel good. All right. Good boy. Now, weight is calming and it brings down intensity. Now, if you watch any of those videos, you see me use a lot of weights. I don't want to holler at him for being this. I don't want to make that the game. I want to help him understand we're not going to play it. What do you think? I know you're going to love it. Just ask Jesse. Easy. Good, easy. I know. Well, good, easy. See an immediate change, and I'll probably end up putting more on there because my answer to his nonsense is a little bit more weight. Pretty soon, he's going to decide, gee, I might as well give up and I'm going to help anyway. Good. Good, easy. Good, easy. Now, a lot of people don't understand how this works. But when you walk in this place, it's pretty scary. Okay. No, serious. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. And if it was warm and not dirty, you'd leave it on there for the whole... I mean, it's pretty grody. But I have had people that wore these the whole lesson. Hi, you. What a good boy you are. Hi. Excellent dog. See, we're buddies now. This is what makes rescue dogs able to go into new homes. You got Jessie. How long had you had her before you came here?
4 to 6 months.
Okay.
Because it was just getting worse and worse.
And how old was she?
Just 4 when we got her.
Okay. So she's lived most of her life with somebody else. And you believed she couldn't live without you. I've had people come, I got a rescue dog. How long have you had it? 2 weeks. It's not your dog yet. You moved it in your house. It's on probation. You had her way beyond a probationary period. You told her she had a permanent job, and then you didn't like what she was doing. The time to tell her that is before you know, those things become habits. You don't hire an employee and pay him for a year, and then all of a sudden, well, you lost your job. Yeah, that wouldn't be fair. Hey, nobody likes that. Thank you. See? You've got to do conditioning. This isn't got anything to do with training. It's got to do with proper conditioning. Now, in our society, everybody's got to be free. Well, freedom isn't secure. Freedom is you have to take care of yourself. Now, your job is you're going to move down that way, kind of in the corner there. Doesn't he listen well? Don't you dare go over by him. There you go. All right, now you're going to sit there, and you're going to praise Max. No, not by him. I knew that was coming. Okay. Now, this is where you start teaching him settle. Now, I don't have a second line on him yet. It will be there. Hey, now you settle. All right. Now, we're going to move up the ladder here real quick. Now, he knows it works with you. He doesn't work with me. See, he goes right back to what you've established as normal. Hi, you. Look at how cute you are. I know. He's not minding very well, is he? I know. I'd be upset with him, too. I know. Really? Okay. Now, we can't really make somebody truly settle. Settle is you're on your coffee break, leave me the heck alone, and I don't even want to talk to you. You can't really at this point. That's probably the worst thing to teach in a group. How do you relax at the birthday party? I mean, you aren't going to do it. But we can pretend, and that's what we're doing right now. Hey, you settle. Enough. So if we can get him to settle at the birthday party, enough. Thank you. Good, settle. Hey, you're fine. Thank you. Good. This is the conditioning. All right, everybody up, warm your dogs up. Good, easy. Good, settle. Now, settle is the lowest form of easy. So if we say easy, we're still legal.